Okay, this video is about assignment 3. I need you to recall another very important theorem. It is angles sum of a triangle. Angles sum of triangle. So let's recall this. It says that for any triangle, this one, so there must be three angles: angle A, angle B, and angle C. And sum of these three angles, A plus B plus C, must be equal to, do you know what? Equals to what? Equal to 180 degrees. But why is that? Why it equals to 180? Because if you have already watched the YouTube video in the Google Classroom, you may have already seen this proof, which is a very nice, concise proof. So it says that for a triangle, if you add a line which is parallel to the base, add a line on the vertex which is parallel line, parallel to the base. If you add this line, then this angle and this angle, do you remember these two angles? How do we call them? Yes, alternative angles. Alternative angles must be the same. If this is B, then this angle must also be B. And likewise, what about this angle and this angle? This is also a pair of alternative angles. If we call this angle C, then this angle must also be C. Then you will see that, oh, these three angles, C, A, and B. If you add these three angles up, they becomes what angle? They are the angle on the same straight line. We call it a straight angle. Therefore, A plus B plus C must be equal to 180 because it is a straight angle. So according to adjacent angles on straight line, right? And therefore, for any triangle, the three angles, if you add them up, they must also be equal to 180. And we use this reason. We call this angle sum of triangle. Angle sum of triangle. So as you know that this is the abbreviation of angle. It's a sum of, and this symbol means triangle. Okay? Angle sum of triangle. Now, let's go back to the exercise. Let's look at the first one. So you have to find the unknown x. Are you able to tell the relationship? These three angles, they are the angles inside a triangle. So therefore, what happens if you add them up? What happens if you add x plus 70 degrees plus 50 degrees? What is the result? Of course, the result is 180 because we know that for any triangle, all the angles, the angle sum must be equal to 180. The reason is angle sum of triangle. Angle sum of triangle. Okay? Now, don't forget that we have to tell what is x, so what to do with these two angles? Of course, bring them to the other side. Becomes negative. Negative 70 degrees, negative 50 degrees. So this is x. Only x left behind. These two angles already moved to here. So that means x equal to 118 minus 70 and minus 50 becomes 60. So x is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, next question. Then what about this? Still, we have to find the unknown x. So what could we do with these three angles? Of course, we add them up. X plus 118 degrees equals to, of course, 180 because they are the three angles of a triangle. Angle sum of triangle. Okay? Now, 118 degree. We have no choice. Please move it to the other side. Becomes negative 118 degree. Then what about these two angles? X plus x. Do you think that we could add them up? X plus x becomes how many x? Yes, becomes 2x. 2x equal to 180 minus 118 equals to 62 degree. So 2x equals to 62 degree, right? Now, what to do next? We want to know what is x. So in order to get rid of the 2, we divided both sides by what? By 2, yes. So that the coefficient 2 divided by 2 could be cancelled out. We have x equals to 62 divided by 2 becomes 31 degree. Alright? So, next question. Let's look at this situation. This time we have more than one unknown. We have two unknowns. We have to find them both. We have x and y. So usually let's follow the order. X first and then y, right? So let's forget about the y. Just look at the x. Are you able to find x? Can you tell the relationship among these three angles? Yes, of course, because they are the angle sum. They are the angles of a triangle. So add them up, please. 60 degree plus x plus 65 degree. Now we are now trying to find x, so I better write down find x first. And then I try to add the three angles up and they become 180 degree. Did I forget something? Yes, I have to write down the reason. The reason is angle sum of triangle. Okay? So that means x equals to 180 and then minus 60 and then minus 65. So that we could tell what is the value of x. It is 55 degree. Okay? Therefore, we don't need the x here. Let's cross it out. We know that x is 55 degree. And now we could find y. The second part, let's try to find y. How could we find y? Look at the neighbor, 55 degree. Can you tell the relationship y and 55? What happens if you add the two angles up? They becomes, yes, a strict angle. So 55 degree plus y equals to 180. It is a strict angle. Do you still remember the reason? We call this adjacent angles on straight line. Adjacent angles on straight line. So we want to notice what is y, right? So let's try to move the 55 to the other side. 180 minus 55 degree. And then y will be equal to 125 degree. Okay? Let's do the last one. Now, let's look at this diagram. We have x, we have y. Again, there are two unknowns. Which go first? Yes, we should try to find x first because we have to follow the order x and then y, right? So let's try to find x. Find x. Now, we've got an angle 315 here, and we also have x. So, do you see the relationship among these two angles? X and 315. If you add them up, they becomes what? How do we call this? Yes, a complete circle. These two angles, they are surrounding the same point, and they complete the whole circle. Therefore, if you add the two angles up, 315 and x add them up, they becomes what? They becomes 360. Reason, what is the reason? Angles at a point. Angles at a point. So that means x equal to 360 degree minus 315 degree. And therefore x equal to 45 degree. Right? So as we know what is x, we don't need the x here. Let's replace it by 45. Replace it by 45. And now we could try to find y. Find y. Then what about y? How could we find y? Okay, what about them? Y and 45, these two angles. Can you tell the relationship? 45 plus y will become what? 45 degree plus y becomes, yes, they become a strict angle. For a strict angle, it is 180. The size is 180. So the reason is adjacent angle on straight line. Right? Adjacent angles on straight line. So that means y equal to, what to do with the 45? Yes, bring it to the other side, become negative 45. 180 minus 45 becomes 135. So the problem solved. Okay? So this is the third very important theorem. After adjacent angles on straight line, after angles at a point, we have this one. This one is what? The third one is angle sum of triangle. If you have any more questions, please let me know.